3, 2, 1. Hello. What's going on, everyone? It's us again, and we're going to continue watching this now. We're going to go now for part 2, and if the cat screams to get out, who just screamed to get in,
there she goes.
She's going to be put on camera. Is that what you want?
She does.
Is that what you want, mamas? Okay, wait. We gotta lift you up gently. Alright. Do you see? You have anything to say to the people? The people smelly? Okay, you just sliced my finger. That felt awful. Alright, anyway, let's get back to it. So, part 2 of this Summer Games Fest, we're going to check out the follow-up, because Ed Boon's supposed to be breaking down the whatever we just watched. He's supposed to tell us more about it or whatever in detail. So, let's get in it. Yep, you ready? Yeah? Any hopes? Dreams? Aspirations? Tell the people. None. Let's continue.
And to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
You're breathtaking.
Oh, he's so stoked.
Yeah, his smile gives me so. Whoever is that with the white cap just cheering, like, yeah.
Well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1.
They got matching outfits. He had to put on a jacket so they didn't match.
It's MK1, right? Went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now.
That's so sick. Okay, that's cool. I kind of like that, but
allies, and so mixing the whole thing up.
I like the
so
rival
rebooting, and
breed
that's what
that they had, though.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay, the cinematics.
Honestly, I'm so lost with most of the Mortal Kombat lore. I need, like, a reset.
The thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your sort of your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know
The background
you also
looks
have a
gorgeous.
separate kind of menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game.
Yeah, that entry is pretty sick. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 8. Do we have? Oh, that's the mirrored of the bottom. I was like, are there more at the bottom?
Which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters.
I wonder if you have to choose a cameo, or if you can just do, like, regular fighting without cameos, or if they're super reliant on the cameo thing. They almost look like, I don't want to say Fortnite characters, but something. It's a refined art style, but it's less realistic.
A little more almost
That's where the player's
cartoon.
kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like.
I feel like I'm watching Titan AE or something. You know what I mean?
How does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time?
Kenshi's got the blindfold there.
It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety, so you can go, push that button.
To me, that
and it'll do a different.
a one button. Okay, wait. The one button push is R1.
Oh.
Okay, so it's like an interactable button.
Exactly.
So maybe
Wait.
there aren't
Is
interactables.
that why I didn't see any?
There aren't interactables, and they replaced interactables with cameos.
I love jumping off walls and stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Throwing that old
Whatever
lady.
you want.
Yeah.
They have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of, basically a whole arsenal of
Maybe
good
they
moves.
just have them
Sonya
turned
Yutz'll
off.
come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice.
I don't know.
So time-based, they come
I don't
out.
know,
and
I
then
love the
obviously
whole,
as
like,
you go
interacting
through,
with the
you revealed
environment.
some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the
It looked
characters are
really
gonna be available
cinematic-y.
as
Like,
cameos
it's
as
less-
well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right?
I don't know.
you can play. You can.
That's
same thing
weird.
with Scorpion. But
Not really, I
a lot
mean-
of
Well, bring
our-
out a doppelganger?
Our cameo fighters are kind of.
You can do that in Mortal Kombat 11 with assists.
You'll notice Sonya and
Kombat
Kano and Jax
multiverse.
are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro
was
popped in there.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
They did all look really classic, like to their original, like especially Sonya. Like I remember my dad was like, "Have you ever played the very first one or whatever?" And I was like, "No." And then he played, put it on, and she had that outfit.
That was, people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
Oh, they're
It's a
talking about
huge
the
first,
whole Johnny Cage Bloodsport thing.
The first
Did you
Mortal Kombat
watch
game,
that
we
with me?
originally
Only
wanted
just
to be
recently.
Van
Okay.
Damme,
First
the
time.
video
Okay,
game,
yeah.
And that never really worked out. So
It's a little-
I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've
I get
tried
it.
to get him.
I could see how it
You know,
was
we were
big
this
at the
close,
time.
like, 4 or
Yeah.
You know
5
what I mean?
times.
But it's just
And, so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices too.
I like-
So you're gonna hear John Claude, his voice
what
doing
is that?
Johnny Cage.
Hard
lines.
Target,
So, like,
I think
we're
it
really
was called,
excited.
with him in it.
Well,
That
I
one
know
was
the
real
team
cool.
has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. With this has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years, and so but
It
we're-
definitely looks brighter. Like everything
could not
looks
be more
way
excited
more
in terms of,
vivid
Yeah.
getting
in
play
this
with
one.
hands
A
on
little
it.
shinier.
Yeah,
throughout the summer, we're
it
gonna be
seems
showing a lot
to me
more
like
content,
it's
a lot more
like the
characters,
blood's
a lot
more
cameo
gelatinous.
characters.
It's
really
There's a lot
goopy.
of
yeah, it
reveals
just
in
slaps onto things.
And
like
Like
they're all
thank you so much for
dehydrated.
giving us the first
like
look
everyone,
at
like
MK1 as you
I'm
said
not
this
seeing
weekend.
like
People will be
pores
playing
and
across
like
the media,
scars
so
on
we're seeing
people.
lots more
Everyone's just
coverage,
kind of
lots
like
more characters to reveal on the main
plumpy.
roster and
I
cameos.
don't know, not
Ed
plumpy,
Boon, thank
but
you so
like
much. First look at
full.
Mortal Kombat.
I don't know, like
I feel
like they would feel more
Amazing.
like
So
marshmallow.
excited about that.
Yeah.
All right.
I could see
Next
that.
up,
Yeah.
it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4.
Okay,
which is
so
really
I guess that was
fantastic.
it for that.
Another
Okay, so the
big
cameo thing,
anticipated
pretty
game.
cool, pretty awesome. Oh man, I don't even think I was looking at the screen at that moment. But yeah, so I think the cameo thing could be pretty cool. I hope it's not like mandatory though. And I did see that it was R1. I was afraid it would be like Injustice. How Injustice had like, I think it was circle or the 4 button was like the action button or the special move. So Green Arrow's arrow, stuff like that. So I kind of thought maybe that's like they would replace a kick with a special move, a dedicated special move button, and I'm not a big fan of that.
This way it won't like mess up your combos, maybe.
Yeah, this
you can combo
honestly,
with it.
this game looks like it wouldn't, like block would be walking back to block. It doesn't look like it would have a dedicated block button.
Okay.
It's just, it looks less Mortal Kombat to me than any other Mortal Kombat, but it looks fun, and also looks like a proper successor to MKX versus Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
I think MK11, they both are successors in their own way. MK1 is going in a different direction off of MKX than MK11 did, I feel. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Because so many people reverted back to MKX, talked about how great it was. I still like MK11. It got me to play online, especially with the Combat League.
Oh,
That stuff, like,
actually did events.
yeah, it just made me want to go online and actually fight other people. And it got other people like me to get online too, so it wasn't just people who were good innately at playing online. So I really do love Mortal Kombat 11 for that. I do like this character select screen. What do you think of this?
That's really pretty.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering if is this who we're gonna get in the stress test? If we do get the stress test code. So Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Katana, and then these as the cameos. It'll be really fun. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun to play. Honestly, it just looks like a fun game.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem as realistic to me. It seems it's stylized,
Very expressive.
And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I don't think it's worse graphically. I just think it's stylized.
I think it's maybe a little more whimsical.
Yeah. And, well, one thing I kind of am not a huge fan of is like when Scorpion did that thing where he like comes up and comes back around and like slams down, and he just becomes that explosion, right? And then we kind of saw the same thing with on that non-hijacked level with Kenshi, where that big just blue poof of whatever happened. And it's just like you don't see anything. It's just magical explosion. And it seems way more like it's trying to lean in towards younger audiences. I feel like it's trying to get people...
Like how the old Power Rangers thing, every punch, every kick.
Sure. I didn't watch that much Power Rangers. But I will agree because I can't deny it. Anyway, yeah, so how do you feel about this stuff? So it looks like they might have replaced interactables with cameos, which kind of stinks. I really like that, and I didn't see as much in the in terms of making your fighters feel like they're in the stages like I was hoping.
Well, I feel like the interactables do a lot for that too. Like
Yeah.
jumping off that giant
That
kitty
chair breaking was good, but honestly, like the chair looked
I
like
even saw the floorboards.
they almost
breaking.
look like they're preteen sizes. You know what I mean?
Okay. When it showed,
in some of the areas.
when it showed them fighting,
When he jumps down at him, it was funny.
it's like he gets the idea for the hat.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe right there, too. Because he's kind of hatless.
Sleeveless hoodie, I'm immediately thinking, Always Sunny.
They just look so smooth, like, yeah. And he kind of, not gonna lie, I
Is
thought...
that like burner tattoo on his hand?
honestly, it looks almost like a growth part, too. And I thought that was Cole Young or whatever, the actor, from the Mortal Kombat movie for a second.
Well, I'm happy it doesn't seem like.
Oh,
we're
wait,
gonna
here
have
comes
his
that
sword.
blue puff thingy I was talking about.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I get it, you know. It's just, it's very over the top. I do like the floaties in the background.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again? Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
It's like everything looks cleaner, you know?
Yeah.
It's like there's no corner in this world that would hurt me if I fell.
Like it's made of Nerf.
Skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced. Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in honor.
I really like young Raiden.
Yeah.
And venturing away from him being a white guy, I'm all about that. I remember being a little kid and seeing the movie and then being like, he's a white guy?
Now this.
I only want what's best for you. Or do you secretly covet my throne?
That's definitely cool looking. And there's a lot of, like, air combos going on, you know? Because normally, like, in Mortal Kombat 11, you could only hit, like, once or twice, you know, in the air, and then you're down back on the ground. But, I mean, they're doing full combos in the air.
Everyone seems more closer to being the same height.
Yeah. Oof. Like, graphically, it looks better, but it's just not as realistic to
It's
me.
a little different.
Yeah. Not a huge fan of the explosion. It kind of seems cheese.
Reminds me of using Brave Bird.
Some of that stuff is wicked, though. I mean, not everything has to be made for me. You know what I'm saying? All about it. What do you think? Good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that little interaction between Katana and Melina when they're up in each other's face.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. They shined away from the whole clone thing. Because, honestly, if it was still a clone, then Liu Kang would have had to have been like, yeah, she's going to be cloned, and it's going to be horrific. You know what I mean? Like, why would he do that?
Yeah.
Why would he create that dynamic?
And why does it seem like Melina's the dominant one?
Well, she definitely is.
I love her hairpiece.
No. Alright, so I guess that's it. Yeah? Yeah, we watched what we watched, and now we're done. We have done this. We have officially watched it all. How do you feel about this? Like, do you think I feel like they're going in a different direction.
I don't think it's going to be as dark.
It's definitely much more vibrant.
Well, like, dark as in storyline-wise. It seems a lot more lighthearted with, like, the younger versions of characters.
Yeah.
At least so far.
Everything kind of... I get, like, a comic-y feel off of it. And I've been getting, like, a very gritty, realistic feel from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And this is very comic-y. Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It's a different approach. And they've had more time to work on this one.
I think that works in favor for Johnny Cage being, star of it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's
same
gonna
voice
be a
actor, I
huge-
think, but different face model. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's just aged and they kept the same guy and he looks different. Anyway, sad if Interactables are really gone. Goodbye, Interactables. You'll
Makes
be
the
missed.
stage feel more connected to the fight.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of forcing two fighters to fight every time, like Marvel vs. Capcom or something. Like, I'm not a big fan of that. I like the idea of Mortal Kombat being a one-on-one experience. And
Well,
I
you give us
get
options.
it's just like moves. It's just like adding that character's moves to you. But it's still they're gonna be I don't know. I guess I could pick two of the same friggin' person if they end up being a cameo, whoever I like playing. But it's definitely I feel like it's gonna be a very divisive game because it does not to me looks the least Mortal Kombat.
It's going to demand, like, a little bit different thinking on the gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's fatalities and there's Sub-Zero and stuff like that, but the engine or the puppets or whatever, like, everything just looks different. And for better or for worse. So we'll find out, hopefully, on the stress test.
They still got time to polish things, too.
Yeah, well, I think they've got, 4 months till the game's out, so...
Maybe make the blood less viscous.
Yeah. Either way, I've already pre-ordered it. The blood was really dark.
Yeah.
It was, like super dark.
Like-
Now, I used to pierce people for a while, so I do know, differences in blood and why it might be that dark when it came out. Anyway, all of that stuff, I get that they're probably trying to make it a little less realistic while still being gory to just, I don't know.
Skirt that mature rating.
Yeah, maybe skirt the mature rating. It'd be interesting if they hit teen or whatever, because isn't it normally mature?
Yeah, it'd open it up more.
So, anyway, we'll see. Once again, thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. That's the cat ringing the bell.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
All right, so peace to the people. Peace, and thank you for your time. And you'll see us in the next one. All right, bye.